Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Rue Broca. Brand Rue Broca is a subsidiary or branch of House of Afnan. The perfume House of Afnan is quite well known. They've been around for a few years. Many of you are familiar with. Some of you will have perfumes from them. And they are one of the biggest perfume houses from United Arab Emirates. They have a super extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio. And they make super perfumes for very affordable prices. This one, Rue Broca, is on the affordable side of Afnan, so they are very reasonably priced, affordable, very accessible. And this one in particular called Rue Broca, and this is Théorème Matrix Pour Homme, and its EDP is 90 ml. United Kingdom you can find it for under £30. For that price, mamma mia, what a gorgeous fragrance, absolutely beautiful. So let's get into nitty gritty. First things first, in terms of presentation, is excellent. Very nice, steady, thick box, attention to details everywhere. Very nice bottle. The bottle is very good looking and also heavy, and heavy glass, heavy cap. The atomizer is very good. So everything about the presentation shouts quality, but you're paying a very low price for it. So the ratio for what you pay and what you get is ridiculously high here. In terms of longevity, I am very happy to say this is a beast mode. Yeah, in my skin went over 10 hours. On a t-shirt and materials goes over 12 hours easy. The next day I woke up, I could still smell it very strongly. So very long lasting, very thick, very dense perfume. You don't need that many sprays of it. I put 10 sprays of it on me, and that was ample enough for me to smell all day and the next day. So if you are interested and you're going to purchase it, be careful with the trigger. First experiment, see how much is ample enough for you. Start with 4 or 5, and then if it's not enough, just increase it from there. In terms of longevity, excellent. In terms of projection, I had an arm length of projection for around 3 to 4 hours, and after that slowly would subside, but you always have a big bubble, big cloud and a big trail behind you. This is, again, in terms of projection, is a beast mode, is a house filler, room filler. The other side of the road filler is very strong, very impressive. So let's get to the who is this perfume for. This one is very similar to Creed Aventus / Creed Aventus Absolute. Yeah, when it opens up very similar to Creed Aventus, the original, and also some characteristic of Creed Aventus Absolute. But the Drydown, it becomes more and more Creed Aventus Absolute, plus a very big oak moss. So you need to look, oak moss almost goes to the Hachivat by Nishane's realm of oak moss. The oak moss in here is very thick, is very dense, is very strong, especially in the Drydown. It becomes smoky, it becomes a bit funky in a way in the Drydown. So you need to like your big oak moss to enjoy this. I absolutely adore this one because I love oak moss myself. It's just naturally I gravitate towards anything that has got a big oak moss in it. So it opens up with a huge citrus and a huge fruitiness to it. The pineapple is there. The pineapple is quite juicy, and also there's a smoky pineapple. The blackcurrant is there, giving it that tartiness, and also big citrus like lemon, grapefruit, and also some bergamot to give it that zestiness. I smell some apple in here as well, a little bit of green apple feel to it also. So it opens up very fruity, very zesty, very happy, very inviting. Although even in the beginning got a little bit of darkness to it, but it's not hugely dark. Later on it gets darker in the Drydown by the time it goes on. So it opens up like a fresh fragrance, but it becomes semi-fresh in the Drydown. So I classify this perfume as fresh to semi-fresh, and also I classify it as aromatic spicy perfume. It's very, very beautiful. It's basically, if you know me, you know I am biased towards Creed Aventus and also Creed Aventus Absolute, so naturally I'm gravitating toward this. But for the price, it's very well done, it's very well put together. It's just balancing act in here is gorgeous. The materials are very good quality in here. It smells just divine. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a good quality from Afnan and also Rue Broca. Yes, because I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and for the price, they are very impressive, and they never let me down, especially the Rue Broca. I never had a bad perfume from them, and also in terms of longevity, they've always been good. But this one, Mamma Mia, what a longevity, what a quality, what a smell, just beautiful overall. So let's get to the nitty-gritty again. Age-wise, this is definitely you see, yesterday when I unboxed it, I said this is ageless, but because of that oak moss and a hint of darkness in the Drydown, and also it gets a little bit earthier, a little bit darker, a little bit smokier, I would think now is about 25 years and older to be in the safe side. Although if you like Creed Aventus and Creed Aventus Absolute, it doesn't mean anything. You know the DNA, you know the smell, so even if you're 18, you can easily wear it if you like that kind of smell and DNA. But for me, I think this is on the mature side because the aromaticness of this fragrance. This is a super aromatic perfume. Although it's got a DNA of Creed Aventus and Creed Aventus Absolute in here, but the aromaticness is much more amped up. So it's the amped up the aromaticness, which is mainly coming from the lavender, but I smell some violet leaf in here as well. So the violet leaf gives a hint, very small, a smidgen of that petroleum feel as well, that leathery petroleum feel. Rugged leatheriness as well, not too much, just a hint of it, okay? But it's super aromatic, and for that I'm absolutely adoring it. And also I think that's making it a little bit on the mature side. So I would say 25 years and older to be in the safe side. In terms of gender, this is masculine, yes, because both Creed Aventus and Creed Aventus Absolute are quite masculine, and this one is no exception. But if you like this kind of DNA and you like this kind of smell, why not? You know, if you're a lady, you can easily wear it, no problem whatsoever. Don't forget, perfumes, scents, fragrances don't have gender. It's all marketing BS. Don't fall for it. If you like a perfume, wear it. If you don't like a perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. So, and in terms of season, this is all year rounder. It's got some freshness to it that you can use it in summer, and it's got some complexity to it. You can use it in winter. So it's very, very versatile in that term. And in terms of occasion, this is very opulent. This is gorgeous, beautiful, very, very well done, and it's just for the last couple of days I was mesmerized by this perfume. Very, very nice, beautiful. So I would say it's better suited for going out, evening, special occasion, a special occasion, close encounter, dating, dinner, going to a club. This one will shine in a club. If you are a person who likes to go clubbing, this is beautiful and also very strong. So if you put this one on you, let's say 10 plus sprays of this on yourself, combination of clothing and skin, and you go to a club, you will basically destroy every perfume in that club because this is so strong and so dominant. So it's very, very good for clubbing, and also it's very good for special ceremonies like wedding, like birthdays and things like that. Very, very well done. So let's get to the smell of this perfume. As I said, it opens up super fruity, super zesty, and very inviting, very happy, very bright, but almost immediately it will tumble to quite a darkness. It doesn't go full darkness. Let's say 0 to 10, 10 being Encre Noir by Lalique, the 10 being the darkest. This is around 5, so it is a medium darkness. It's a moderate darkness. It's not too dark, but nevertheless it has some darkness in here, so you need to know about that. The mid is dominant by the patchouli. The patchouli in here is quite earthy, it's quite chocolatey, it's quite little bit of that earthy, leafy, camphorous feel to it as well. And also there's got some aromatic feel, which is very, very dominant. From, I would say, from almost the beginning to the end, the aromaticness are always there, so they're always dominant. Especially the lavender and the violet leaf in here, they are very, very big in here. There is a aspect of jasmine in here, but mainly in the background. Jasmine doesn't come full front, but nevertheless is there, and you can feel it to some extent. The base is it's got quite a big vanilla in here, which they're not mentioning in the note breakdown. But the vanilla in here is, rather than giving it a sweetness, it's giving it a smoothness. So it is a smoother rather than a sweeter, and the sweetness mainly coming from the fruits in here. And the sweetness is a little bit more than moderate. It's not too sweet. It's not minimalistic either. So it is on the moderate side, or a little bit more than moderate side of things on the sweetness. So the balancing act in here is beautiful. From the beginning to the end, always a little bit of musky feel to it as well. But the muskiness is mainly in an undertone. It doesn't come full front, but again, very, very clean. Overall, this fragrance I would classify as clean to semi-clean, and also fresh to semi-fresh. So it's quite a perfume, quite a transition. There's got a couple of transition in this perfume from the beginning to the end, which is very, very nice. Again, that's telltale sign of good perfumery and good ingredients in here. So let me read you the ingredients and we'll take it from there. This is according to Fragrantica. On top we have pineapple, bergamot, grapefruit and blackcurrant. Yes, all of these plus lemon. Don't forget I get some lemon in here, and also I get some apple as well, which I'm not mentioning. All these things giving it a very fruity, very zesty, very tarty feel. At least for the first couple of hours to 3 hours, these are dominant. So very, very well done, which is very impressive, because usually with zest, the notes are like fruitiness, and also the citruses, they don't last that long, but in here they last very long time, about 2 to 3 hours easy, maybe even longer. The patchouli and the lavender plus the violet leaf are dominant in the base, so these are the domination. Very, very well done. Again, very nice, very leafy, very camphorous feel to it, and also very, very aromatic. So this is a super aromatic perfume. The jasmine is in the background mainly to giving it that smooth ride. The jasmine and the sandalwood here plus the vanilla giving it a very smooth feel overall to it. It's not super smooth, but it is quite smooth overall. They see the sandalwood combination giving it the base, and also the oak moss. The oak moss, especially in the Drydown, it takes over and it becomes stronger and stronger, and it becomes earthier, it becomes waterier, and also it becomes a little bit like a stony, like a earthy, stony feel to it as well. The spiciness from this perfume coming from mainly cinnamon and nutmeg combination, which they're not mentioning again, but I can feel it easily in here, which is giving it that warmth, plus the saffron. The saffron giving it that, not only is giving it the warmth, but it's giving it the leathery feel as well. So the leatheriness and the oak moss in here in the Drydown are quite big as well. But underwoods, which is a combination of cedar sandalwood, which is beautiful, very, very nicely done in here again. So what to take if you like the DNA of Creed-Aventus Absolute plus Hachivat from Nishane, you will love this, because in the beginning it like Creed-Aventus, in the middle like Creed-Aventus Absolute, but in the Drydown it becomes like Hachivat, more like. So you need to like this, and it's like a transition of these three fragrances overall. So very woody, which is a combination of sandalwood, cedar, and also the oak moss in here. Very, very woody in the base, and also quite earthy, quite a little bit of darkness, little bit of smokiness, little bit of that camphorous feel, little bit of balsamic feel to it as well. Citruses and the fruits are very, very big in the beginning, especially the first 2 to 3 hours, and you're giving it that tarty, fruity, sweet, plus that zestiness to it as well. The earthiness is mainly come from the patchouli plus the oak moss in here, which is giving it a little bit of earthiness, and also a little bit of darkness and a little bit of smokiness. The warm spiciness is mainly coming from the nutmeg, the the cinnamon plus the saffron in here, giving it that warmth and also the spicy aspect of it, plus a little bit of leatheriness. And moss, the big oak moss in the base is very nicely done in here, and it giving it a little bit of mature feel to it overall, and a little bit of classical feel to it. The oak moss plus the patchouli plus the aromatics in here, giving it a little bit of that classical feel to it as well. The patchouli is very big, especially from the mid to the dry down, and we're getting a fresh spiciness, which is a little bit of like camphorous, little bit of green, little bit of that leafy aspect to it as well. And sweetness is a little bit more than moderate, but it's not too much in here. It's very well done, and very aromatic from the beginning to the end. Is always the aromatics are huge in here. So if you like this description and you like the DNA of those 3 fragrances I mentioned, the Creed Aventus Absolute plus the Nishani Hachivat, you will love this. I absolutely adore it. I absolutely enjoyed it to the max. Highly recommend it. For a price, this is a bargain from beginning to the end. 10 out of 10 for this beautiful perfume. I absolutely enjoyed it. It's very close to my taste, and I absolutely I enjoyed it to the max, and that's why I've given it 10 out of 10 from beginning to the end. For the price, this is a bargain of the century. Very well done, very well put together, very good perfumery, very good ingredients, and smells divine. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This beauty is definitely a hidden gem. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the artist, I'm the perfumer, I'm the worker, so they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that makes them the huge player they are. They are big characters, very bold, very artistic, very unique, and also they are like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I see you later. Bye.